Right now, the campus of Villanova University on edge tonight after prosecutors charge one of its students with rape. Dahani Cobbs is accused of sexually assaulting a female student last December. He's facing multiple felony charges. Our Jeff Skaversky is at Villanova with the details.
Welcome back to another day on this podunk planet. My oh my, what a time to be alive. And what a time to be alive. And I just wanted to share a couple thoughts about the clip I just shared. So for those that may or may not have known, I worked in higher education, and one of the responsibilities I was tasked with for those living on campus was dealing with situations such as this, and helping students advocate throughout, whether they decided to keep it internal with the institution or pursue it further with the police and connecting them with the proper Title IX resources, the Title IX office to be exact. And I distinctly remember a situation where a case was reported to me directly, and just sitting through hearing the horrific moments that poor woman, trans person had to endure after consent was withdrawn, after consent was ignored. And I went to a boxing class later that day and realized that I needed to release all of that frustration, anger, rage that I was feeling about the fact that I couldn't fix that situation. I couldn't help that person. And I kind of had to sit with my savior complex a little bit, because I really wish that this person never had to experience that level of violation. And nobody talks about accountability. It's not just for that person going to jail. Who is repairing the harm that has been done, that has been committed? That young person now has to live with the rest of their life knowing that someone violated them in that way. And most recover and are able to move on, but are you ever really able to move on from that kind of treatment? We have people that, grown adults that are still upset that their mothers stopped breastfeeding them, right? But I saw that and I realized that was also part of the reason why I had to leave higher ed, because accountability in that space is non-existent. If you have enough money, things disappear. Cases, just don't exist anymore. So, I wanted to share those thoughts to kind of start the conversation, because I know, and excuse the noise because I'm not in an ideal location, but I know there are victims out there everywhere that have just wished that someone would say what happened to you wasn't okay, would say that the person deserves to no longer be a part of this existence, would say that, certain areas should be cut off immediately, expeditiously, for violating another person in that way. So I'm here to tell you that I am team cut it off. I am team return the pain. I am team do what has been done. Do what has been done, because balance needs to be restored. Does it need to be restored? And I'm just sick of seeing generation after generation after generation of young men becoming predators, becoming perpetrators, becoming the monster. And they proudly wear that crown. They share their stories online. They share their stories in, Twitch streams and all this, because they're proud of their actions, because nobody has held them accountable. And again, when I was in higher ed, I was the first time they were held accountable for something. And it was something minor. It was always something minor. But I was the first person to say, hi, your behavior is wrong. It is unacceptable. It should not be allowed, because their parents didn't do it. Teachers didn't do it. Officials didn't do it. Because that's what the patriarchy does. That is what the patriarchy is about. Shut off the emotion. Don't hold people accountable. Let's throw them to the wolves and see how this all works, because it's a hierarchy. Only the ones at the top matter. Only the ones at the top. And the ones at the top are the worst ones, the worst ones. Anyway, just again wanted to drop those thoughts, drop that frequency out into the airwaves, because I know there are people out there that do watch my content and say, oh man, she is right. She is right. So y'all stay safe or don't.